Hello golfers, are you struggling with your initial takeaway? If so, that often then leads to a faulty off-plane downswing. I'm going to show you something here. It doesn't get any easier than this, where you can utilize the bottom of a cart to help make those perfect initial takeaways. Plus, stick around. I got a couple little bonus tips in here where I'm going to show you how you can better your downswing and also better your impact position with, again, utilizing the bottom of the cart. Now, in my previous video, and I'll put that one right here, where I talked about how you can utilize a coffee table at home or the office to make those perfect initial takeaways, or something as simple as, say, the bottom of your bed, or a picnic table, the park bench, bottom of a pool table, anything, quite frankly. Just use your imagination. You'll be able to find something at the house or the office. Now, I got some funny comments on that previous video. People were saying, man, if I do that coffee table drill at home, my wife's gonna kill me. So I don't need any problems at home. So I figured, let me show you another way that I've advocated this to my students for all these years, using the bottom of a cart. So yes, even while you're out on the course playing, you can still work on your swing a little bit. So the next time you're out playing, maybe your buddies are over there looking for their ball in the woods, you can be here in the middle of the fairway working on your takeaway. Quite frankly, it doesn't get any easier than this. Simply take your club, flip it upside down like this so the toe is facing down. The reason for that is if we address it normally and we get set underneath the cart here, the bottom of it, and you swing back, you're going to get stuck underneath there. So just simply take the club, flip it upside down like this. Now, as you get positioned here, I always say, as a right-handed golfer, get set on the left, far left side of the object here, so you have more room, more meat to work with. Now, as you take your good grip, posture, from here, you'd like to have the butt end of the grip pointed essentially at the belt line or the waistline. That's where primarily 95% of all professionals are. The club head here in this case will be elevated slightly off the ground. That's totally fine. But now, as you make this initial takeaway move, what you're going to see and feel and hear is going to be the shaft riding along the bottom of the cart with good turn of the body. I always preface that with my students because I see too often players making backswings where they look like a robot. Nothing's moving. You know, it's just the arms, you know, and this is not moving, and we want this moving. So as you turn properly and you ride along the bottom of the cart, as you then break free from the edge of the cart there, now that's where you can start to get a little hinge of your wrists. And as you work to the top, you're in a beautiful top of swing position. You now have every chance and opportunity to shallow or question your swing, as I term it. And that's a great little video I'd love for you to watch as well. I'll put that right here in the corner where I talk about, it's a little play on words, but I talk about, do you question your swing? Now, most of you would say, man, I question all kinds of things in my swing. I don't know what I'm doing in the backswing. I have no clue what's going on in the downswing. So again, it's a little play on words, but what I mean by that is when we get to the top and that club starts to work this way, that club head forms a little semblance, as I call it, of a question mark or a reverse question mark. Watch that one. It's going to help greatly. So as you're set here, you work to the top. From here, like I mentioned, you have every chance in the world now to make a phenomenal, shallower downswing. Most of you are coming down this way, pushing over the top, smashing into the roof, the seat of the cart. Obviously no good. Cutting across the ball, hitting another slice or a pull left, losing distance, not ideal. So as you get to the top, and you shallow or question this downswing, now you can work underneath the cart as you are approaching from the inside of the target line. Because faulty takeaways, and I always preface the pros and cons in my videos because, you know, if we're doing a drill incorrectly, that won't do us any good whatsoever. Now, faulty takeaways can come from a multitude of different ways or shapes or forms, but commonly it's where the end of the grip is pushing out and away from us. We're off plane instantly. And like I said in my other video where I talked about perfect takeaways, unless I'm the Hulk or Superman, there's no way that I can make that faulty pushing out backswing, because there's no way in the world I can lift this cart off the ground. Other faulty scenarios would be where the club gets pulled immediately under the cart, too flat, and then from here, almost always when this happens, it gets lifted up and gets thrown over the top, and there we go again. Like I said, another slice or pull left. So to prevent those two scenarios from happening, doing this the way I just described, where you get into your good posture, good setup, end of the grip pointed at the belt line or the waistline, with turn of the body, and you ride along the bottom of the cart, you're making perfect takeaways. Then, as the little bonus tip, as I mentioned, the shallowing part, that's great. But then the other bonus part is when you work underneath the cart. Now you can work into that front tire and you can apply a little pressure onto the shaft, and man, you can really feel that shaft leaning forward. You can really feel the hitting down inevitably on your iron shot here to get that ball up. Now, this tire here is essentially resembling, or replicating, I should say, that of an impact bag. Now, if you don't know what an impact bag is, I'll put it down here below. You can get that on Amazon or your local golf store. But an impact bag, when you get one, it's as flat as a pancake. It's just a empty bag. But you got to put your own towels or pillows into that thing and puff it up a good 90-95%. But when you hit the impact bag, it's putting us most often into a perfect impact position. So utilize the front tire as a impact bag, and quite frankly, you're working on three things here: perfect takeaways, shallowing your downswing, and perfect impact positions. So in the comments below, please leave some comments. I would love to hear what has helped you guys make perfect takeaways. I love reading the comments. I love hearing what other golfers have to say, what's helped them. Maybe I'll make a future video on something that I see, in the comments there. And as always, simply subscribe to my channel, and I'm offering you a free swing analysis. You'll see in the comments down below, it's the first pinned comment there on where to go to my website for the free swing analysis. I utilize the free V1 Golf app. You simply create an account, you select me, Bob Menzies Golf Training Studio, as your coach. Send me your swings. I'd love to help.